with the home fans behind him against Wang Tzu Wei, who disposed of former world champion Lo Kian-yu in the last round. So looking at the men's singles draw, this is section 3 in the bottom half of the draw. And as you can see, all those quarterfinal berths still open. The winner of this match will play either Long Junhao or Kodai Narioka, the Malaysian Junhao, doing very well already in round 2. Of course, also in this part of the draw, Satish, Kantafon, Ni Chia Hao, and Shou Tian Chen. So here they come, Kanta Tsuneyama and Wang Tzu Wei. Very hard to call this one as they are very similar players. But in terms of ranking, it should be Wang Tzu Wei, who's 21st, and Kanta Tsuneyama 30th in the world. Kanta's now 28 years old. Perennial bronze medalist, 6-3 Wang Tzu Wei leads in the head-to-head. Last time they met was at the China Masters. That was in straight games. Wang Tzu Wei, as I said, played very well against Lo Kian-yu, who was suffering from Olympic burnout a little bit. So this is going to be a much stiffer test for him. Now, what's really interesting about this match is this is the first time all year, and we are in August, that Kanta Tsuneyama has made it past the first round. He's actually competed in 8 events and has been out in the first round in every single one of those events except this one. So, big things expected of him. Can he make it all the way to Sunday? He's already bested his general performance this year. Has been as high as 10th in the world. That was back in 2019, November. And that was his first result. Kieran George, 51 minutes, 21-19, 21-14. But a surprising stat that you'd expect Kanta to have at least made some inroads, but first round, 8 events. Wang Tzu Wei's been a little bit more successful this year. The 29-year-old from Taipei has been as high as 9th in the world, and that was back in February of 2021. Currently, he is ranked 21st, as you can see. But 3rd at the Kaohsiung Masters, that was his home Masters. 3rd at the Spanish Masters, and 2 quarterfinals, once at the French Open and once at the India Open at the beginning of the year. That was his first tournament result. Lo Kian-yu, 21-18. 21-16 in 42 minutes. So the slight favorite, I'd have to say. But Kanta being on a run now, and as I said, getting to the second round, perhaps he has something in store.
Ready to play.
In the big chair, Hyung Koo Am from Korea. And joining him in the service judge position is Latif Jahari. Well, once again, a great opportunity for players of the caliber of Wang Tzu Wei to really make a deep run at a Super 750 with the amount of withdrawals. And as I said, it is a stunning amount, in fact, of players that have withdrawn from various disciplines. But expected, because this, much like the Australian Open before the Olympics, is just too close.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Kanta Tsuneyama, Japan. And on my left, Wang Tzu Wei, Chinese Taipei. Wang Tzu Wei to start, level, play.
Well, just talking about those withdrawals, HS Pranoy, Lakshya Sen, Priyanshu Rajawat, Samir Verma, Victor Axelsen, of course.
Love.
Women's singles, PV Sindhu, Chen Yufei, He Bingzhou, well, retired now. Aaron Chan So Yik in the men's doubles, Chirag and Satwik. Zheng Shiwei, Huang Yashong, Feng Yanzhe, Huang Dongping, the list goes on. As I said, it clears the way, it clears the path for a lot of these players, hopefully, to Sunday's final. Good start from Wang Tzu Wei here in the first game. A winner and an error.
Service over. 1, 2.
Well, Kanta is going to have that hunger to want to do better. He played at a ridiculous pace at the moment. They can't keep this up for that long.
2-all.
Well, currently there is a Japanese pair or player on each of the three courts. Mitsuhashi and Okamura on court 1. Kanta here on court 2. And Yushi Tanaka.
3-2.
It's beautiful from Wang Tzu Wei.
3-all. Service over. 4-3.
Oh, there's a huge round of applause every time Kanta Tsuneyama picks up a point. As I said, this is his deepest run in 2024, the second round, the Japan Open. So I'm sure they're all willing him to get through. And this very fast pace that he started at seems to be working well. He's just rattled Wang Tzu Wei enough.
Wang Tzu Wei. Challenge called.
That's a valid challenge. I think it might be edge of the line. Yep. Just. Wow.
Connection
very lucky.
In. Service over.
Good call.
4-all. Play.
Well, it's a round here that Wang Tzu Wei should start really taking control of this match, of this opening game. Well, that looks like a medical call.
Okay.
Left arm is challenged, right arm is a medical call, and that is certainly the doctor that is making his way over. But they're still playing. Very odd. Oh, that's medical staff is now just got a prime seat to watch this match by the looks of it.
Kanta Tsuneyama, challenge called out.
Well, I really can't explain that one. Now he's off for a challenge, and it doesn't look like there's any medical situation at all. And that official still standing by, and that is out.
Challenge unsuccessful, one challenge remaining.
Now we'll keep you updated as to how that goes, but that's official now walking off.
6-4.
And it's 6-4 to Wang Tzu Wei.
Play.
First clear 2-point advantage. Oh, that was well played by Tsuneyama.
5-6.
Well, that round of applause is for the doubles pair of Mitsuhashi and Okamura. 23-21 and 24-22 in games 2 and 3 after losing the first game 21-7. That's quite the result. Wang Tzu Wei, meanwhile, plugging away, looking for a winner. That's got to be out.
Service over. Thank you. Seven, 5.
Good pressure by Tsuneyama.
6-7.
But he's doing a great job right now, Tsuneyama, of pegging Wang Tzu Wei back, not allowing him to get into his rhythm.
8-6.
Certainly been trying to take control of the points early on. Oh, great shot. Recovered well. Well, they might be 21 and 30 respectively in the rankings, but this is some fantastic badminton. Late there from Wang Tzu Wei.
7-8.
The Kanta absolutely giving his all. Well, I can confirm now that that medical official is now moving back to his station, so that must have been a false alarm. Very close one for Kanta. He looks absolutely perfect now. 8-all. Ooh.
9-8. Okay.
So Kanta with the lead now, 9-8. Well, that right arm is up again. And this definitely this time is going to be some kind of medical emergency. And there is the medical staff once again making their way to the court. Oh, I think it was for flashlights in the arena.
9-8. Play.
Which we should be happy about, because that at least means that it isn't any medical emergency. On we go.
10-8.
So Kanta now 2 points ahead as we approach the mid-game interval. Just not looking like a player that has been out in the first round in every event this year. At all. Fired up and ready for his home open.
Service over. 9-10.
A little bit of trickery at the net. Nicely finished off by Wang Tzu Wei. So still waiting for that mid-game interval. And this is going to be a tougher test for Wang Tzu Wei. He was up against Lo Kan Yu in the first round. Of course, Lo Kan Yu was very tired from his Olympic outing. But Kanta is an entirely different proposition right now. He's hungry for success. Oh, that looked like it was
over. 11-10 interval.
Kanta goes ahead at the break, 11-10.
Players, back on court. One.
So back on court for the conclusion of game one. Kanta Tsuneyama so far has been on fire.
11-10. Play. Ten.
Well, both players have come out from the break playing even faster, if that's even believable. But it's Kanta that can handle this pace, apparently. He's now 3 points up. And more flashing from cameras has been reported. Both players now have made a complaint. And I think once again, they're going to have to get that sorted out because it's especially affecting Wang Tzu Wei's side of the court. Well, if you weren't aware of it, it is a standard law and practice in a badminton arena to not have any flashing photography or any kind of lights, bright lights, open source lights that will distract the players. That's a very important point, actually. And there is the official announcement.
A moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, flash photography is not allowed on all seats. Please make sure to turn on the both flash. Thank you.
I know, but it's crazy.
Well, they've done the best that they can. It really is up to
13-10, play.
the spectators in the audience to take it upon themselves. Oh, great shot by Tzu Wei. What a wonderful shot by Tsuneyama.
14-10.
His fist still raised after that, as soon as he took it. That was a fantastic shot, though. 4 points up. Well, Wang Tzu Wei has been rattled. There's no doubt about that. Oh, what a story it would be if Kanta Tsuneyama could make the quarterfinals here in Japan. After being stopped in 8 events this year at the first round.
Service over.
Nice drop by Wang Tzu Wei.
11-15.
He's only ever won one title on the World Tour, Wang Tzu Wei. That was the Side Modi International. Super 300 back in 2019.
Service over. 16-11.
That's a great cross drop from Tsuneyama. That's just out.
Service over. 12-16.
Well, you can just see from the way he's pacing around the court that he is 100% up for this one.
Thirteen, 16. One. Play on.
Straight down the middle. Very awkward position for Tsuneyama
14,
to respond.
16.
Just over the left shoulder.
Fifteen, 16.
And he's closed it up to 1 point, Tzu Wei.
Tsuneyama, don't walk around the court.
Reprimand from the umpire. Tsuneyama pacing the court. What a return.
Service over.
Fantastic service return.
17, 15.
He was all over that serve. Oh, that's
Fault.
great. Mid-court to mid-court
Service
play.
over. 16, 17.
Wang Tzu Wei not giving this one up.
Play.
This is better from Tzu Wei. That's in. No.
Service
Bounces
over.
out.
18, 16.
But definitely trying to open up the court a bit. Wang Tzu Wei start using the backcourt a bit more. Trying to stop getting trapped in mid-court, which is what Tsuneyama's been doing.
Kicked out, please.
Open up those flanks. Again, Tsuneyama controlling the point. Tzu Wei chasing. Then he launches an attack. Wonderful play. Absolutely wonderful play.
19, 16.
Well, it would be a great surprise if Kanta Tsuneyama in this form doesn't secure this first game. The former world number 10 playing at that level again.
Play on.
Almost had that. Again, controlling the point, but
17, 19.
just a little bit too short on the net drop.
Tachiyama, please ready.
I think that's why he was reminded about walking around the court, because he wants his players to be ready quicker. The umpire. Oh, that's pinpoint accurate.
18, 19.
Is there another twist waiting in this first game? It's been a tactical, careful, calculated game so far. Helped by the net. Fantastic rally. The exchange of the net was good enough, but the cross-court winner from Wang Tzu Wei has drawn him equal at 19. Well, it would be heartbreaking if after all this effort, Wang Tzu Wei grabs this first game. I do mean it as a snatch and grab, because he has been behind for most of it. Well, he's closer now. He's got himself a game point.
20, game point, 19.
Great effort. If you remember, he was 5 points back.
Play.
Oh, what a return. And he's recovered from it too. Oh, there are some just cream of the crop shots happening here. That's amazing. Extra points it is.
20.
First to 2 or first to 30. You really don't know which way this is going to go.
Check. One. Can check. Yeah. Check.
Oh, what a game and what a match we have on our hands here.
Thank you, Mob. Play on.
So here we go. Oh, that's another great cross court. They've been picking each other off with some truly remarkable shots. So, game points. Kanta Tsuneyama, his first, in fact. As I said, in my view, based on how he's controlled this first game, he deserves this first game. And he's got it. Well done. 22-20.
By Kanta Tsuneyama, 22-20.
Mistake by Wang Tzu Wei. And he looks to his coach in frustration.
ロブの感覚を出て気にはなったらラウンドとスターそれの時にドライブを取っていると最後にうまい走るファーストマッシュうまい走るドライブとうまい走るその声がフィギュアを取ってしてるロブが結構悪くない
然后再就是他接他这个，你单位去发这边的时候，这个你要去一个一个来，好。
Photo 20 seconds. Photo 20 seconds. Players back on court. Tsuneyama, you're right. Thank you.
So back on court, the all-important second game. Two players pretty equally matched, but looking at very different ambitions. Wang Tzu Wei looking for his 5th quarterfinal of 2024, and Kanta Tsuneyama looking for his 1st. Well, based on the drift pattern that we've seen today, Kanta is now playing in the better side, slightly, marginally better side. So again, much like Busanan and Bangunpan in the previous women's singles, this is a classic opportunity for him to now open up his game, which is what he's doing in this first point. Fire into the wind and try and book his quarterfinal berth. Great defense from Kanta. Just
Serviceable. 1 lob.
Well, if he does it, then there's a chance of an all-Japanese quarterfinal, which will be fantastic for the fans here at Yokohama Arena, if Kodai Narioka can come through. Or he might be up against Yong Jun Hao, who is once again proving and he needs to be up here with the best, the young Malaysian. Difficult shot.
Lob.
Backhand kill, moving towards the net. Just as he did there, so easy to just overcommit that wrist and get too much of an angle down, which he did. It's got to be killed off.
Wang Tzu Wei challenge called out.
Well, he's going to be lucky if this one comes through. That looked clearly out. Yep. So, first point on the board.
1 challenge remaining.
For Kanta Tsuneyama.
Serviceable. 1, 2, play.
Well, he's certainly taking out all the stops, Tsuneyama.
Serviceable.
Just not connecting enough in front court.
3-1.
3-1 down, 2 of those points, gifts from errors. So it's not a question of Wang Tzu Wei in the ascendancy in the second game. It's more a question of Kanta just being a little bit too impetuous and impatient, especially in front court.
Court.
Oh, it got so delicate around the nets.
4-1.
He lost that point as well. So right now, front court not serving him too well. That was a much better approach to this point from Tsuneyama. Hitting to backcourt, making Wang Tzu Wei. Oh, almost bent in.
5-1.
It was an open court that was absolutely begging for a winner. And Tsuneyama beautifully obliged.
5. More. Behind. 1. Can you check?
I was just about to say that it really should be Wang Tzu Wei that's dictating where that mop should be.
Thank you.
Just looking for winner after winner right now, Kanta, and was picked off, committed himself too far forward.
6-2.
That's what he's got to look out for. Not just attacking, but also not leaving yourself open. So 6-2. Wang Tzu Wei with a good lead here early in the second game.
Service over. 3-6.
Open court. At the 5'10" frame, Wang Tzu Wei was in the right place. Push that wide though.
4-6.
I really am at a loss to explain what Kanta Tsuneyama has done in his training regime or in his general approach over the Olympic month, which of course he wasn't a part of, but he has come back very, very strong. That's a great backhand return, just sneaks it over the net. Great touch. Oh, caught out.
7-4. Thank you. Player, back on court.
Oh, from the opening 11 points of this second game, it's still not clearly falling to any one of these players. It could go either way. Wang Tzu Wei certainly hasn't exerted any type of extra control. That 5-1 lead he had at the start of this game was, as I said, down to a couple of gifts, unforced errors from Tsuneyama.
Hold.
But that was nice.
8-4.
Another evenly balanced rally that ended with a mistake.
5-8. Players, don't delay the game.
Well, umpire Wang wants to keep the pace of this match up to decent level.
Service over. 9-5.
Mistake there from Tsuneyama. And now closing in on the second break. And Tzu Wei with a 5-point lead. Just out.
11,
so 11-5 at the break. Wang Tzu Wei ahead.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds. Player back on court. 1.
So back on court for the conclusion of game 2. And well on course
11-5.
at this point for a third deciding game. Unless Kanta Tsuneyama has other plans, in which case, of course, he'd have to execute them right now. That's out.
Service over.
So good start for
6-11.
Kanta.
Service
just
over.
out.
12-6. (13-6).
Well, the last 3 points, he has just not been able to connect. Tsuneyama now is facing quite a sizable deficit to overturn. I'm sure he's going to be happy to take it to 3. Then, of course, fitness levels are going to come into it. Already at 46 minutes in. Easy kill for Kanta.
Service over. 7-14. Service over.
Well,
15,
his completion
7.
rate is dropping. Tsuneyama, and the only reason I brought up fitness levels is you got to remember, if he was out in the first round in every event this year, then this might just be the longest match that he's played already. And he's not only got to win this in 3 games by the looks of it, but also against Wang Tzu Wei, who's a very physical player. And you don't get the feeling that he's going to be running out of energy anytime soon. Kanta was very effective, but played at such a lightning pace at the start of this match. So it is a valid concern.
Service over. 8-50.
Saying that though, he's step by step, inch by inch, closing in.
Play on.
Oh, great reset by Tsuneyama. How is Wang Tzu Wei getting these shots back? Very wide.
Service over. 16-18. I'm sorry, 8. Thank you. (17-8). What? Oh, where is? Where?
17-8.
You wanna spray or?
And that
Yeah.
is medical assistance needed for Wang Tzu Wei.
play. Yes.
Looks like the magic spray. Ended on wrist, maybe? Looks like it's a finger problem. Yep, little finger. Wow, he looks in a fair bit of pain there. Now, let's see how this one... As you can see, the finger is trembling. For some reason, I can actually feel that. And that looks like a very awkward injury indeed. Well, you can't put too much on. Well, it's magic, but still.
No more spray.
No more spray, as expected. He's got the max amount of spray that you can have. Well, he's at least nicely set up in this second game. But that does look like a nasty knock he's taken on his little finger.
One. No more spray. Okay. Thank you.
And reminded by the umpire and the medical staff that that's it for spray on that hand.
17-8, play.
His racket hand as well.
Service over.
That's out.
9-17.
Well, I still fully expect him to convert this second game. At 17-9, it would be quite the collapse if he didn't.
Service over.
18-9.
9.
So far, so good.
Service over. 10-18.
Well, Wang Tzu Wei is still working out that swing, that arm. Has to be said, even against an Olympic-tired Lo Tian Yu, he was pushed to the limit. Oh, Kanta is still making him work for it. That's well read. That was great vision.
11-18. Service over.
Nice from Wang Tzu Wei. 19-11.
19-11.
left that long.
20. Game point.
Nope.
11.
That tipped the line. So 9 game points. And it looks very much like we're moving to a third.
Play.
Oh, that's a beautiful
Game.
winner. So 21-11.
Second game won by Wang Tzu Wei. 21-11. 1 game all. One. Back on court.
So, back on court for the third and deciding conclusive game. Kanta Tsuneyama out first. Now, based on how this match has been evolving, he was actually playing better on this side of the court. But remember, being the third game, at the mid-game interval, they will switch ends anyway. So, really, if you're going to win this, you have to have your game sorted out on both sides of the court.
Ready. Final game. Low ball. Play.
But that chance for Kanta Tsuneyama to make the quarterfinals at his home open is still on. Just out.
1. Lob. Lob. Service over. 1, 2.
So a cautious and cagey start as you'd expect in the third from both players. Kanta trying to push forward. Wang Tzu Wei opting for the big winners from backcourt.
3, 1.
And he's pushed ahead nicely here. Neither player is going to want to get behind by 4 or 5 points based on how this match has evolved.
Play on.
That's usually ultimately sealed the deal. It was a big lead for Kanta early on in the first. It won him that in extra points. And then, of course, almost a 6-7 point lead for Wang Tzu Wei in the second, which he held on to. And a good early lead here in the third. Oh, that's a wonderful cross-court winner.
5-1.
And he definitely is relishing that side of the court. Well, the bigger a buffer he can get before he has to switch sides, the better. 6-7 point lead, maybe. That's gone wide.
Service over. 2-5.
Just crossed the hour mark. 61 minutes on the clock.
Hold. Service over. 6-2.
Kanta still not managing to really cut into that lead. A couple of points at this stage, you feel probably isn't enough.
Play on.
Good, careful play by Wang Tzu Wei. Oh, that's great return. Absolutely nothing between them. It's been that way since the middle of the second game.
7-2.
And that one going long.
Service over. 3-7.
He can be so tricky at times. That's been pushed too long. That's bound to go. Oh, it's been called in.
4-7.
For a second, it looked like it had caught the breeze. Perfectly played. 3 points back now.
Players, play on.
Oh, that replay looked highly suspect, but called in by the umpire, called in by the line judge. No challenge. Means it stays. Again, more pressure from Kanta.
Hold.
Forcing the error.
5-7. 7. Thank you. Players back on court.
Well, 1 point back now. Wang Tzu Wei has been locked at 7 points, and Kanta Tsuneyama has been playing through every shot needed in every one of these rallies. And he's caught himself up. As I said, the best scenario would have been as big a buffer as possible before the change of ends, the mid-game interval. But that doesn't look like it's going to happen now. Which I have to say is going to play into Tsuneyama's hands, because Wang Tzu Wei was decidedly unsure on this side of the court.
7-all.
With the breeze behind him. 7-all. Oh, he's really turned this one around. From 5-1 down, he's 8-7 up. Showing some great spirit. Chasing everything down. And slightly ahead of the shuttle. He's not late for these shots. Oh, he's completely missed that though.
8-all.
What a point to give away. Completely misread this. Well, a look to the lights, as always.
Tsuneyama, come here.
Oh, this is going to be the last warning.
It's a final question. Don't walk around court, okay?
Yep, as expected. Final caution on that pacing of his. Reflex return, and he's got control of the point from it. Fantastic stuff.
9-8.
It was right there. That was the shot that gave him control. And then it just needed a nice, solid drop.
Play.
And he's outfoxed the 5'10" player. This has just been a fantastic turnaround from Tsuneyama.
Service over.
And he will go into that second phase of play. Very proud of himself.
Play on.
Well, he's trying everything, Wang Tzu Wei. Oh, just out.
10-9.
I think he's close enough as we get to the break. Even if Wang Tzu Wei does take it 11-9, there's still a very good fight left, as Kanta will end up on the right side of the court.
Kanta, check.
He was a bit worried there that he was going to get a card for his walking.
Play on.
Well, it's good body defense from Wang Tzu Wei, but again, faults on that cross court. It's unclear as to whether that would have been in anyway. Let's have a look at the replay. Just about. So 10-all, and no advantage gained as we move towards
Behind.
that interval.
Thank you.
So 10-all. Oh, that's in. So he does go in ahead.
11-10 interval. 10 the end. Tsuneyama, your step.
So,
Play.
to the conclusion of the deciding game here. Well, based on the rest of the match, Kanta was very effective from this side of the court. Good lift. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Just enough to force the error.
12-10.
Now remember, he was 5-1 down in this third game. Wang Tzu Wei possibly feeling the effects of two huge matches this week. If I'm right, his match against Lo Kian Yu was also very long. Looking for winner after winner, and it had to work. That's 13-10. But what's more important about that point, it was emphatic systematically controlled by Kanta Tsuneyama all the way. Wang Tzu Wei was in defensive mode and almost watched that happen. What a great run he's had this week in Yokohama. And with so many withdrawals in men's singles, who knows how far he can go. 14-10.
14-10.
Well, next up, as I said, would be either Long Junhao or Kodai Narioka, and Kodai Narioka is known for having long games. That might just break the mold. Be very interesting, but of course a treat for the Japanese fans if it was an all-Japanese quarterfinal. Again, Kanta pushing forward, forcing Wang Tzu Wei, pegging him on the backcourt. Oh, it's beautifully done. Forcing the error again. Really smart play.
Okay, stay on court.
Well, what could possibly be going through Wang Tzu Wei's mind now? 5-1 up at the start of this game, 15-10 down now.
Wang, ready, play.
He's really got to put all those thoughts out of his head and focus on the next 5 points.
Service over.
Flip the net. And that's a chance for him.
15. Play on.
This is good patient build-up from Kanta Tsuneyama, waiting for his opportunity, and it came.
16-11.
Very much the case of what happened between Busanan and Bangrum Fan and Wang Zhiyi.
Cannot. You had it? You had it? No. Cannot. It's in your bag. It's okay.
Oh, this is a long, drawn-out discussion between Wang Tzu Wei and the umpire. I think he wants to change his shoes, which should be highly irregular. Well, if he did, I think it's obviously got to be some... No, he is changing his shoes. Well, I guess it must be something to do on the inside, the sole, or... But he's got the approval. Well, there are many ways to break the rhythm of a badminton match. This is the first time I've seen this one. I guess he's already used the magic spray, so they said no more spray. Oh, what a time to change your shoes. 80 minutes in, okay, 16-11 down. I think I'm going to change my shoes. Well, hopefully that's taken care of. assuming this is the man that provided the bag of shoes.
Okay, Begon court.
Oh, Kanta Tsuneyama with a wry smile on his face. I wonder why.
16-11, play.
So here we go. 5 points is all he needs to get to the quarterfinal. His first quarterfinal of 2024. That's just pressure and more pressure coming in. Look how far up into front court Tsuneyama's playing. He just will not be stopped.
17-11.
So far, so good. 6 points ahead. Every point is now a victory point for him. 18-11.
Service over. 12-18.
So a glimpse of hope for Wang Tzu Wei. But Kanta now firing off pure enthusiasm by the looks of it. He's certainly hyped up for it. Couple of points dropped, but not critical. Well, I wonder what his expectations were really when he got into this match. But now 84 minutes in, he's 3 points away from the quarterfinals. Just has to push through. Careful, patient play. Wang Tzu Wei taking every stroke carefully. Again, Tzu Wei powering through.
15-18.
Tsuneyama has just tripped over himself a little by the looks of it.
Thank you.
It's one thing to get into a position where you can win the game, but then as we've seen on many occasions, it's a completely different situation to close out that game. Goes Ife and Nora Zurin. Also found some problems in the first match on court 2 this morning. Ended up winning that 24-22. Wang Ji, of course, as we know, had huge problems in the first game. Just too much to recover from. But Busanan had to close that out as well. Now it's up to Kanta Tsuneyama. Unbelievably, he's fighting back. He's now 2 points back.
Tsuneyama.
Trying to push again. Wang Tzu Wei on one knee returning that. Well, he's finally got a point back, but I'll tell you one thing, I want a pair of those shoes.
19-16.
Since he's changed his footwear, Wang Tzu Wei has been revitalized. 19-16. The first point Kanta has won in a while.
Players, back on court. One.
.88 minutes on the clock, and these two warriors have been at it, but providing some great entertainment for the fans here at the Yokohama Arena.
Play on.
Service over. 17.
Mistake there by Kanta. And Tsu Wei now 2 points back. Grave concern on his Japanese coaching staff's faces, as he's having trouble closing this one out.
$18-19.
Wow, this is unbelievable stuff. 1 point back now. And now, certainly, Kanta Tsuneyama, who is 4 points up, remember, is going to be quaking a little in his boots, in his yellow shoes. Oh, it's another winner. It's 19 all.
19 all.
The spectre of extra points is hanging in the air. But at this rate, surely Wang Tzu Wei will push on. That's long. No. Yes.
20. Match point. 19.
Well, that is unbelievable. But Wang Tzu Wei gets the first match point opportunity at 90 minutes. You couldn't write this. He was an inch off.
Okay.
Unbelievable. Wang Tzu Wei, both players absolutely obliterated by that last game. They have yet to stand up and congratulate each other because they are that tired. Now, Wang Tzu Wei makes the first move. What an incredible match. 91 minutes. It ebbed, it flowed, it turned, it flipped, and in the end, it was down to an inch. Kanta Tsuneyama missing. That would have taken him to extra points.
20-22, 21-11, 21-19.
Well, Kanta Tsuneyama's had a great run. As I said, it was his best result 2024. He's now getting his applause from the crowd. Wang Tzu Wei very slowly making his way off court, but both of them have put absolutely everything into this match. And it could have gone either way. And there's confirmation of it. 22-20, 11-21, 21-19, and Wang Tzu Wei through to the quarterfinals.
Thank you very much to my co-commentator Jeevan Salvanathan for taking us through those first 4 matches of the day here on court 2 at the Yokohama Arena. We're on to match 5 now, and that's the men's doubles encounter. Chun Bo-young and Liu